Alright, so first things first, go heat the oven to 325 degrees. This way, by the time you have your stuff all ready and set to go in, the oven will be preheated. First we're going to start out with the pumpkin. I've opened a can here. This can is 16 ounces. We only need 8 ounces, so we're going to take half this can. Go ahead and put that in the bowl. Alright, next step is to take 1/8 of a cup sugar. Right here I have a 1/4 cup measuring spoon. It's hard to find them in 1/8. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to do half this 1/4 cup right here to get our 1/8 of a cup sugar. There we go. It looks about half to me. Okay, and we're going to add that to our mixture. To this, we're going to add about a tablespoon of honey. Now, it's great because you can use a regular teaspoon. It's about 2 of these for a tablespoon. So if you don't have the measuring spoons, it works out fine. You just want to measure out 1 and then about 1 more, and that makes approximately a tablespoon. Okay, do this. Now, add that in there. The next thing we need is 3/4 teaspoon ground cinnamon. Same idea with the spoon. We're going to go ahead and just add about 3/4 of that in there, right in our mixture. Now the next thing we're going to need is 1 egg. The whole idea of a custard is it's based on egg, so it solidifies when you bake it and you get this nice, smooth, firm texture to what otherwise would be a pudding. So we're going to use an egg. Crack that open. There you go. We've got our egg in there, and now the next thing we're going to need is 6 ounces of this canned evaporated milk. Right here we got a 12-ounce can, so we're going to do, once again, same idea as the pumpkin before. We're going to do about half of what's in this can. And we're going to mix together what we have in this bowl until it's nice and smooth. Now I'm going to spoon the pumpkin mixture into oven-safe custard cups, such as this one here. Now the tricky part of cooking any custard is the baking. I'm filling a medium-depth pan halfway with water and setting the custard cup down in the water bath. This way the custard will cook more evenly. Bit of whipped cream. Go ahead and sprinkle it with some of the remaining cinnamon. And there you go, a healthy dessert in minutes.
That sounds delicious, and just in time for Thanksgiving. You can try the same recipe at home. Remember, you don't have to sacrifice the great taste of food in order to be healthy. Now let's head to the weight room.
Last time we showed you the proper way to stretch. Let's pick up the intensity a little. Here are a couple of upper and lower body exercises.
Today we're going to be showing you proper technique for a lot of the popular resistance training exercises. One of the first exercises we will be demonstrating is the back squat. If you've never performed the squat before, one of the things that you want to do before you start squatting is make sure you can perform genie squats right. All a genie squat is basically you fold your arms across your chest and it teaches you how to squat correctly. One of the main things you want to concentrate on when you squat is to stick your bottom out and make sure that your knees do not go over your toes. That's very important in the squatting exercise because when your knees go over your toes, it puts too much excessive pressure on your knees. You want to keep that pressure on the hips because they can adequately handle that pressure. So once you've gotten the technique down, you can progress to squatting. You want to make sure you also keep proper form when squatting. Make sure your feet stay flat on the floor and do not come up when you rise up. Your knees don't go over your toes and your back is straight. Our next exercise is called the stationary lunge. You want both your feet to be together. Then you're going to step out with one foot, bend that foot, and bend the back knee. You want to make sure that back knee does not hit the ground. You also want to make sure that the front knee does not go over the toes. It's a very simple movement, and this exercise targets the quadriceps, the muscles on the front part of the thigh, and also the hamstrings, the muscles on the back part of the thigh. Once you've got that technique down, you can go to a more advanced stage using weights. This just increases the intensity of the exercise. Making sure that your knee does not go over your toes and your back knee does not hit the floor. Our next exercise is the leg extension machine. A lot of people that come in the depot do this machine wrong, so we want to, before we start the machine, show you actually how to work this machine. One of the most important parts of this machine is the lever arm. You want to adjust the lever arm for your height, and it should be about the lower leg. It shouldn't be on your feet, and it should be on your knees. It should be about the position of your lower leg. Once you've adjusted that, you can also adjust your seat to correspond with your height to get a proper fit. Because the whole objective is to make sure that your knee joint is right here, is right where the red dot is. Once you have all that in place, you can start lifting. Usually, it's best to lift with only one leg because people who do it with two legs, the stronger leg usually compensates, so you really don't work the weaker leg. So you would just do a weaker leg using slow movements. Don't want to do anything too quick because you really don't get the full effect of the exercise.
Next, we're going to do the shoulder press exercise. This is a great exercise for your upper back. You want to make sure your feet are flat on the floor at a 90-degree angle. And what you're going to do, you're going to lift the weight over your head. Depending on the amount of weight, you want to make sure you have a good spider to support you. Not at the elbow, but at the wrist, because the weight can still fall on your head if you're not ready for that. And you want to go up, straight up with the weight, and come down. And go up. You want to keep your elbows at a 90-degree angle and keep it parallel with your shoulders. You don't want to go below your shoulders. There you go. And press. Now we have the dumbbell bench press. This is a great substitute for the regular bench press. You want to make sure your feet are flat on the floor at a 90-degree angle and slowly go back. You want to make sure your lower back is connected with the seat, your head, and your upper shoulders. You don't want your feet to come off the floor in the air. It's not good for your spine. You want to put them straight on the floor. What you want to do, come up with the weight, have your arms at a 90-degree angle, slowly come down. Have your elbows parallel with your chest, slowly go down and come back up. You want your spider to hold your wrists and can help control the weight. Slowly go up and come down. Now we have the isolateral row. This is a great exercise for your upper back. Before you begin the exercise, you want to adjust the seat. You want to make sure your head is above the seat. You want to make sure your feet are comfortably flat on the floor. You want to grab the weight, make sure you keep your back straight, shoulders back, and you slowly come up with the weight and go down. The weight is going to naturally carry your shoulders forward, but you want to make sure you keep them back. You don't want to put any extra strain on the spine. You can also do one hand at a time, depending on your workout. And just go slow and steady. Thank you for watching us demonstrate the resistance training exercises. If you have any questions, please contact the Wellness Depot.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Make sure you tune in next time and don't forget about the Great American Smokeout on Thursday, November 15th. All smokers will be encouraged to stop smoking for at least one day. The theme will be, "Get your butt out of my face." Come out and support us. We'd love to see you there.
Be sure to stop by or call the Wellness Depot at 478-445-7500 to find out more ways the Wellness Depot can help you live a healthier life.
You can also visit the website listed at the bottom of your screen for more information. I'm Maria.
And I'm Cassie. See you next time.
Welcome to the good life. Welcome to the good life.
The wait is over.
Welcome to the good life.
And that's who with this.